Okay guys, today we're gonna talk about self-defense, specifically if a person grabs you, okay? So we got many places that people are gonna grab you from. They're gonna grab you from your clothing. They could grab you from the neck. They can grab you from the shoulder right here and drag you. Hell, they can even grab you from behind right here. So let's talk about all of those four. Yeah, let's talk about all four of those situations. So the first one's gonna be the most common. Let's say the jacket right here, okay? Now, Kevin, you know that if I go different wrist ways, different folds, there's gonna be different methods of defending, right?
Exactly. So it really depends on what he's feeding me and the position and the height. Right now, what he's feeding me is a thumbs up, right? The arm is kind of straight up. If he completely straight arm like that, that'll be a different technique. So let's just kind of go over what happens if the arm is bent. Traditionally, on the first level of jiu-jitsu, what we'll do is we'll control the wrist like this. You'll notice my right hand's gonna come underneath. Make sure my elbow's locked in, because I want that leverage. What I don't want to do is this.
Right, because this is gonna be a counter right there.
Exactly.
Instantaneous counter, so for those who know what we're doing.
Exactly, and then what I don't want is create an opening, so that way John is not able to counter. So the first thing first, lock my elbow, but remember, even when I move, I don't want to move just like that either.
Because that comes around. So position is really important.
So what I need to do is create an opening, and when I step, I'm actually stepping into him.
Now this is big. Like, you guys see this right here? This is big because this will not allow me to come in. The only way I'm gonna be able to come in is if I make this step to come in. And you see how Kevin instantaneously modifies and adapts to the situation. Forget about that for a second. Let's do the wrist. Let's do the bent arm lock.
So step by step. One, control the wrist. Second, make sure I move my body away from the center. My elbow comes under and support the hand like this. Then from there, I step under. Notice I grab his shoulder right here and then lift it up.
Yeah.
Turn a little bit so you can see on the camera view. If he's hanging on to me like this, all I need to do is stretch and step up. That's instantly a shoulder lock right there. Okay. So now, if I were to feed John the same way, maybe he feed him a little straight arm. Now, John, what would you do?
Okay, so straight arm is going to be completely different, right? Because the last series was an arm is bent, so you have mechanical leverage to pull this arm up, right? But if he straightens out his joints, it's not so easy for me to just like pock this up. And then I also have to worry about this live hand, because the moment I'm focused on this and fixated, Kevin's going to be throwing that punch. This is a very common thing in street self-defense. You want this hand away from the jacket, more so importantly than anything else. You want this out, so I'm gonna rip this off. If I come from back right here, this is a jiu-jitsu classic for an arm bar. People, from looking at this, it looks like you're gonna, this left hand is gonna be able to grab me and catch me from behind, but in reality, Kevin, can you grab?
I can't.
You can't. Can you even turn around?
I can't.
No, because that would be the break and it would be the finish.
You can't see on the camera because the amount of pressure that goes into my elbow, my shoulder, makes me want to step on the tip of my toes. As long as I'm not grounded, I can't punch him.
I would say, if you did it wrong, you probably could. And Kevin could bend his elbow down if I didn't get far enough. Yeah, and then I'm kind of screwed right there. But that's why it's so important to make sure you establish control, grip this, and then you have to be really close to the body.
You notice his hip? You guys, if you watch his hip closely, he's pushing the hip into my own hip. So that way I can't get a leverage.
Because if I do it like this, Kevin has leverage. It's like, it's about who has better position right now. And right now, I have hip control. Correct. Hip control is what's most important.
You know, years ago, I heard about professors saying this, is that you ever play basketball and get that rebound? If me and John's trying to get that rebound, I don't stand behind him. I need to get my hip into a position like that.
That's right.
So that's about position, right? See, now I have the position, I also have the submission. But if I were to step behind John, nothing happens.
Right. So that's not the ideal situation that you want to be in. So that's going to be the straight arm grab, and this is how you're going to defend. Now, if you have a bigger person and then they're still holding on when you can do this, you might have to switch to something else. It could be an arm drag. Oh gosh, it could be so many different things, right, Kevin? I mean, I can't even count. What our most common one is going to be an arm drag. Boom. Another good one is, I don't know, Kevin, what do you got for me on this one?
So, man, like John was saying, depending on the situation, depends on the position. Right now, we're talking about just strictly based off of jiu-jitsu concept. If we're talking about Wing Chun concept, we'll just pack the hand on and just poke it nice, right? Yeah. JK the concept, boom, the groin shots immediately. I mean, How easy is that? How easy is that kick, John?
Yeah, that one's, you're a brown belt already if you know how to do that in JKD.
Yeah, I mean, I got kicked in the groin before. I was on the ground for 5 minutes straight. I can't even stand up. So, really, realistically, yes, if I don't want to hurt him, I might be able to get full control, maybe break his arm. But more so, maybe I can go like this and maybe I can go like that. More street, more self-defense. But,
Right.
And also we had to think about, is that lethal? Consider like, maybe could be a little dangerous for him as well. Maybe I don't want to damage a person to the point, man, I might have a potential lawsuit or go to the courthouse. That's something that we have to consider.
Okay.
So in jiu-jitsu, we just go for control and reestablish position. Then we can go for negotiation. Hey, look, this is a good position. Maybe I can take him down halfway and say, hey, just go on the ground, push him off, run, escape. Remember, our priority becomes our safety. And the concern of our safety is very, very important.
Yeah, so all the arts that we teach definitely are going to be safety first, defense first, and then offense comes later for sure.
Correct.
When you have a person grabbing you from this position, let's just go from a different concepts. Yeah, first one's going to be like we do Wing Chun. Wing Chun can totally be this with battle punches, right? JKD, it's going to be like this, pop with the Naltec right there. Jiu-Jitsu, it's obviously going to be a lot of control and a lot of grabs. Silat, it's going to be a lot of outside deflections, boom, hit, in. A lot of snaps, a lot of movement. And then, of course, finally, it's going to be Thai, where they come in, knee, two, elbow.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. So we're not saying one art's better than the other, and in kinetic motions,
Never.
We like to flow. And of course, the more you learn, the better you flow, the better it is for you, honestly.
So what we're going to show throughout our series from time to time, it's not just going to be one art, it's going to be the concentrated arts that we actually are certified teaching in.
Correct.
And we're going to blend it into one, and we're going to show you the beauty of martial arts and show you how each art can evolve and blend and can be something that is a part of you, and you can mix it all in together into one thing.
Exactly. And of course, if it's anything that you guys want to see and want us to do and show you the difference in comparison, feel free to comment below and to let us know, because we're all about sharing our knowledge and be able to help everybody in the community.
And that's why we pretty much created Kinetic Motions.
Exactly, guys.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video that we just posted. If you do,
don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below at Kinetic Motions. Thank you, guys.